Hello everyone, welcome back. I found this engine on the side of the road for garbage pickup about a little over a year ago, maybe a year and a half. And I remember very little about it. I pretty much just picked it up when I came home from school one day, tried to work on it on the floor, and then we got the truck back. So this got, well, quickly rushed back together and then thrown into that milk crate on the floor there. And I haven't touched it until a few minutes ago when I pulled it onto the table. So, I don't remember if it has any problems. It has on-off switch on the side, but like I said, I know almost nothing about this. I have no memory of it. Feeling. So, I think it would be fun to just see if it'll run. That and I have no other ideas this week, so gonna see if I can try to actually make this run. So, first I am gonna check the carburetor because there's cobwebs all over it, and I just want to make sure there's not like a spider in the carburetor. Got the carburetor open, and nothing in there. And all the controls work too, like choke and throttle. I don't think you can. No, I can't see the throttle plate either. And the air filter, it used to be a sponge, but it had that problem where if you touch it, it would disappear. So I think, yeah, that's the residue of it. So I think it'll be fine without an air filter, because I'm probably not going to run it for long, and before I do use it for anything, I'll put like a sponge in. But I think next step is just hook up the gas tank. This fuel line's going to have to be replaced though. Like kind of like metal almost. But yeah, I'll actually, what's the inside of this look like? Let me get a light. Well, it's not good. It smells worse. So I think what I'm going to do first is just take this off and just kind of try and clean it out. So I'll be back when I get it off. Got the gas tank off and can see a little bit more of what the inside's like. Not much. It's kind of hard to do this with two hands or one hand. So I think I'm just gonna. I think I might actually just throw like the bolts that came or the nuts that came off it inside of it and just shake it around a little bit, see if I can break some of the rust loose. Because before I do anything with this, I'm probably gonna do a better clean out. But I just want to see if I can get this running with its own gas tank, because I don't really have anything to run gas. I just have the two jerry cans over there, so I'm gonna go shake that around, see what I can get out. I just shook it up for a few minutes, and you can kind of see there's, I don't know if you can see it, but there's still a little bit of dust still coming out. Those are gray now, and this is what came out of it. So that's just an entire little pile of rust. And it does look a little bit better though. So I think I'm just gonna keep doing that for a few more minutes and then blow it out with the air gun. I just wanted to catch this on camera. I'm just blowing it out now. I got a massive pile of rust out of it, but almost looks like it's smoking. See if I can get a little bit more out of it. Yeah. That's just how much, I don't know why. It's all surface rust though, because it looks a lot better when it's not an abyss, but I just shook it up for a few more minutes and I got this much out of it. There's quite a lot. So, good thing I did that to begin with, otherwise it would have probably just got blocked up with rust. There is a fuel filter in the tank, like right on the end of this. And I think it would have been fine, but just make sure all the fine grit stuff is out. So, just gonna finish cleaning that out, and I'll put it back on, and then I think I just have to replace the fuel line after that. I just finished airing it out, and I did end up shaking it one more time, the hardware in it. But look how much better that is now. How it was all rusty before, but now it's actually looking pretty good. There's a little bit of surface rust, but that's what didn't come off. It's actually looking really good in there. Kind of hard to orientate it. Like, yeah, there's a little bit of rust still in there, but I still think that's pretty good. So now I also did blow off all the hardware and stuff. This one, they used to look a bit more gray, if it would focus. Whatever. They used to look a bit more gray, and now they're more of a yellowish color, brown. Blew the cap out. The cap still looks good too, like the seal. So that's good. Yeah, I still think that is good gas tank. And the filter is clear too, I blew through that. So now I am gonna put that back on, but I also have to get a fuel filter, or a fuel line. This is... Just see if I can break it. I can't break it, but a fuel line shouldn't be that hard, so just gonna put all that back on. I'll be back when that's done. I got the gas tank back on. Got a new little fuel line made for it. Little small, but I think that'll work much better than the other one that was on there. And like I said, gas tank's mounted on, and I also put the fuel filter back in. It was over there, I forgot about it, but it's on now, so pretty good condition. Gas cap's a little tight. And I forgot to mention, this was a water pump. When I originally got this, I accidentally bumped into it with something, and the water pump shattered. It was so rusted on the inside and corroded that it wouldn't have turned anyways. So I think right now, before I do anything serious, I'm just gonna check the oil, make sure I don't start it by accident with with no oil in it. Just checking the oil now. Yeah, that looks pretty good. It doesn't, it actually looks pretty clear. It smells kind of strong though. Not like a gas kind of smell, but it kind of smells how the gas tank was. It almost smells like alcohol. Like rubbing alcohol. So that before I do anything serious with that, I will change it, but it still does feel like oil, so I'm not all that concerned with it. And I think now, just going to be able to put gas in it and see if it starts. And if it doesn't, try and find out why it won't. It's been about 2 weeks since the last clip. But now, I can finally put gas in this. Stealing some gas from the lawnmowers. So, should be good. I'm not putting in much. Just enough so that it can get gas if there is a little tube on it. Oh, there goes that. Readjust the other. How many pulls do you think it's going to take? I'm thinking 4. It helped if I turned it on. Forgot what the off switch was. I thought it was that. Well, that started up a lot faster than I thought. It also smells like a house fire in here. You can see smoke rising off of the exhaust. That's strong. Well, I can't believe how fast that started up. Makes me wonder why it was thrown out in the first place. Because it had a water pump on it over here. So that's the hardware to it. I don't remember where the rest of it was. I remember I hit... Oh, there's the rest of it. Impeller, and that was the casing that didn't get shattered. Because when I first got it back, I hit something against it. Not that hard, but it just shattered completely. But that started up a lot faster than I thought. It's weird that it would have just been thrown out. You'd think someone, like, instead of throwing it out to the side of the road, you'd think someone would sell it if it still ran like that. So it makes me wonder why. Was there a bigger problem, or was it just like the carburetor or the gas tank, I wonder? Or maybe it could have been the water pump too. Maybe that was seized up and it wouldn't turn over. It's hard to say, but it runs now. So it'd be a nice engine for a project in the future. It's a flathead, so probably doesn't run all that fast. Probably the same as that engine or the Whizzer. But yeah, it didn't sound bad at all. It sounded pretty good too. So that started up. Hope you enjoyed this video. See you in the next one. I'll just do another quick run before we go. Not gonna leave the fuel on. I don't really need to. And that is on. I think I have to adjust the idle on or something. It idles very high. But see you in the next one.